What's up, everybody? Thank y'all for tuning in again to another episode of Vantage Point. Please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date to everything that's going on. And enjoy the episode. Deuces.
Sonrize. Music.
Coming up in the hood, all I seen were drug dealers and hustlers. A bunch of kids with dreams who got it from the muscle. But I thank God for my granddaddy, who didn't play no games, who wasn't ashamed of the name of Jesus Christ. The Father who kept me on the straight line and narrow, who told me about the King who died, and he got up on the third day he rose. Just like he said he would, the story being told, just like he said he would. I was headed for destruction, I cried out, save me from the abduction. I'm tapped out, the world don't love me, that's why I wild out. But the love of the Father, man, he brought me out onto the ministry. I put down the Hennessy, picked up the Bible, now his word got me preaching it. I world what the world say, he got me on display. I live for him, he died for me, man, it's no mistake I'm saving me, but I thank God.
Yeah. Anybody that's out there wondering, if you hadn't heard, God's love is truly undeniable. You need to try. He can save his soul. The bigger the test, the greater the blessing. I know it get hard, but why are you stressing? Just trust in the Lord without any question. Repent of your sins, you want confession. In all of thy ways, acknowledge the Father. When it go and get hard, the Father go harder. He'll make a way for his sons and his daughters. Had faith in the one that walked on the water. Better believe his job he was on it. Heal the poor lady that touched on his garment. He'll be your help, that's if you want it. Dark in the night, but there's joy in the morning. Go and get tough, God keep you going. Answers to life, he's already knowing. Healing hearts, ones that are broken. Changing minds with words that are spoken. His miracles know no boundaries. Put his hand on a man and cure disease. Rebuke the wind and calm the seas. When I was lost, he rescued me.
And I gotta let you know, nothing's impossible. God can save your soul. He can save your soul. Truly reliable, love undeniable. If you're trying to grow, you really need to try more. And I gotta let you know, nothing's impossible. God can save your soul. He'll work a miracle. Nothing's impossible. Truly reliable, love undeniable. If you're trying to grow, you really need to try more.
The greater the struggle, the bigger the breakthrough. Have trust in the Lord and where he can take you. He's right by your side and he'll never forsake you. Died on the cross, shed blood to save you. He is the one to see when you're hurting. No matter the problem, the blood is still working. Protecting his people cause evil is lurking. All power is his, I know it for certain. Speak it and claim it, this is your season. God is faithful, he's never leaving. No doubt about the reason you breathe and saving us all, including the heat. Keeping you safe at night while you're sleeping. Always on watch cause the enemy creeping. All that are lost, he can reach him. God's the truth and you better believe him. Until the day that kingdom come. On heaven and earth, thy will be done. He is the king and he's second to none. I'll praise the Father, Spirit, and Son.
And I gotta let you know, nothing's impossible.
Nothing.
God can save your soul. He'll work a miracle.
A miracle.
Truly reliable, love undeniable. Love undeniable. You need to try more.
Try.
And I gotta let you know, nothing's impossible.
Nothing.
God can save your soul. He'll work a miracle.
A miracle.
Reliable,
Reliable.
love undeniable. If you're trying to grow, you really need to try more. You need to try.
Anybody that's out there, you need to try God. His love is undeniable. The Most High, he'll never leave you, never forsake you. Put your trust in him. You need to try. Yes, sir.
You need to know nothing's impossible. You need to try 'em on. You really need to try 'em on.
Welcome to Vantage Point. I am your host, MC Sonrize Music. I got my special guest today, LilShout.
What's going on, bro?
What's good, man?
I'm chilling, man. Everything's good, bro. Everything's good.
So, for people that don't know, where did the name LilShout come from?
Everybody asks me that question, man. I grew up in the church, and it's two answers behind this. I grew up in the church, man. I used to sit in the back, and I used to watch people just shout, and I used to pick at them. You know, I was little, man. I ain't know, man. I was a kid, man, just picking at them, you know, and then everybody would just call me Shout because I would pick at people. And growing up in my hood on Second Lane, man, in Boynton, you know, I'm the shortest one out of everybody that I was hanging with. So that's where LilShout came from, and it just grew from there, man. You know what I mean? So that's where LilShout come from. Everybody asks me that question, man.
That's an interesting name, though. You got it.
Yeah.
So, for people that don't know, what can people expect from your music? Like what?
Man, you know, I really push my music for people, you know, to hear God, you know, to hear, you know, the word of God through me, you know, because I know God uses us to reach his people, you know what I'm saying? So I just expect, you know, everyone to just, you know, appreciate what I do, you know, hear what I do, and understand, you know, everything that I rap about Christ, you know, and I also, you know, tell my testimony through my music, you know, and that's what God wanted me to do. So, you know, hopefully, you know, people change their life and get their life to Christ, man, you know, dealing with LilShout music, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, we talked a little bit behind the scenes, but like, what have been some of the struggles you've come up against trying to be independent and doing it? Because you do everything yourself. Yeah.
I mean, I've been doing music since a kid, man. My dad was a bass player, man, and you know, he was a bad bass player, and you know, I had family members, you know, dealt with music. And you know, it just growed on me as a young man, a kid rather. You know, my older brother Tony, man, he was a drummer. Mm-hmm. You know, I had cousins, you know, and you know, friends and family members, like I said, you know, all play instruments. So I picked up a little bit from each and every one of them. You know, like my big cuz, you know, Andre from, you know, Boynton Bible Church of God, man. You know, I miss that dude, man. He passed away, but he the one who really, you know, showed me the basics of playing the drums. Mm-hmm. You know, and then also I got, you know, my cousin Muff and, you know, Buttermilk, you know, my Uncle Buttermilk, who I call my uncle, you know, Buttermilk. And, you know, I got people in my family, man, that just, you know, helped me and laid that music out for me, man. And I couldn't get away from it, you know. And then my little cousin, you know, Corey Jones, of course, you know, everybody know, you know, what happened to him, but, you know, it just ran in our family, man, you know, and I just ran with it.
You were always doing Christian?
No, I was, no, I didn't always do Christian music, man. I used to run with a lot of cats, man, that I used to deal with, and a lot of people didn't even know, you know, I was making beats and making tracks, mm-hmm. you know, except the ones that was getting my tracks. Like a great friend of mine, you know, Broke, man, from, you know, he passed away too. I used to, you know, shoot him a couple of tracks and a couple of beats, and, you know, my man Ike Turner from Rivera, mm-hmm. you know, a lot of cats, man. You know, I could sit here and name on and on and on, bro, and we'll be here for a good little minute, man. I'm waiting in Oklahoma and Tulsa, Oklahoma doing music, man, and, you know, out there in the group out there, man, my boy Soldier Flow, you know what I mean? I used to be with his group, you know, called BMO, you know. when I was out there in Oklahoma, just making tracks, man, and you know, putting out music and stuff like that. So I wasn't always doing the Christian music, man. I was out there in the streets too, man, just doing my thing. So, you know, I didn't always do Christian music, man.
Well, we'll get a little bit more behind the scenes with LilShout right after we check out this music video.
All right.
But the music industry is a secret society, and the music industry's job is to do what?
To the gang.
And propagate the images that are most advantageous for the power structure to use in order to facilitate its agenda. If we want black men in jail and dead, we need black rappers to promote a constant message of destruction and degeneracy.
Let's get it.
Every rap video, has elements.
We grew up in the era of money and sex. Yeah. And if you bump it gums, you get laid to rest. Sure. Every rapper that we knew was on the same thing. Either you pimp or pushing or you gang bang. Man. You ever wonder why? Why every single song was pushing sin to glorify? Why we went from revolution to everybody getting high, dying over streets and throwing up their gang signs. The devil got some soldiers too, and the weapon they've been using is the media to get at you. Push it in their eyes and ears and watch it change their view. Put a rapper in front of the tube and watch them act a fool. Monkey see, monkey do, and then we got them fools. They knew that entertainment was the biggest tool. And we fell for the hype, cause every single night somebody loses their life under the big lights. Man. Lights, camera, action is a game, and everybody got a role they must play. Cause the world is a stage. They stab you in the back, smile in your face. Use it up and then you get replaced. Cause the world is a stage. Lights, camera, action is the game, and everybody got a role they must play. Cause the world is a stage. They stab you in your back, smile in your face. Use it up and then you get replaced. The world is a stage. They pushing hate for us to self-destruct. Put a commodity in their rock so it's big bucks. They push a little this, sell a little that. Distract us with all of this lust and plot behind our back. And when the emotional ride slows up, they bring a puppet up in the front, the boost is back up. Now we back in the cycle of kill everything. Doing anything under the sun for some chump change. Got the blonde leading the blind, or is it? Cause most of the stuff they telling you, bro, they ain't never did it. Most of the hoods they claiming they ain't never been in it. And if they were to step in, their career will be finished. But it still be business, murder, kill for the dough. Manipulate the generation to hate each other more. And it don't matter if they do it in your face. Cause a rabbit gon' always follow the carrot to the big stage. Lights, camera, action is a game, and everybody got a role they must play. Cause the world is a stage. They stab you in the back, smile in your face. Use it up and then you get replaced. Cause the world is a stage. Lights, camera, action is the game, and everybody got a role they must play. Cause the world is a stage. They stab you in your back, smile in your face. Use it up and then you get replaced. Cause the world is a stage.
Killing black people, using women, smoking weed, selling dope, and worshiping material. Every rap video. The lyrics might be different, the beat might be different, but the 5 elements of destruction are there present in every single rap video made, except for the content.
Back once again with Vantage Point, my man LilShout.
Yes, sir.
So LilShout, I wanted to show you talked about some things that you had a serious past. He said at one point you almost took your life.
Yeah, man. You know, actually, you know, the enemy tried to take my life, man. The devil tried to take my life, man. I actually had, you know, 2 strokes in my 20s, man, and a lot of people didn't know it. You know, a lot of things I kind of kept to myself, but you know, I got into a depressed mode. You know, that depressed spirit had came upon me, man, and you know, I just wanted to end my life. You know, but I knew, you know, God had something better for me. You know, but at that particular time, I didn't know, what was going on and what was happening, man. I just felt like my life was just going down the drain, couldn't see, which way it was going and what it was, where he really wanted me to go, and what he wanted me to do. So, of course, I was saved at the time, and I really wanted to, end it all, man. But, God spoke to me, and when he spoke to me, it just changed a lot of things,
Wow.
So,
Wow. So going through your social media, you can't see your social media without seeing your wife.
Man, that's the love of my life, man. My
what
wife.
impact has she had on you?
Everything, bro. Everything, man. I'm gonna just put it out there, man. So y'all know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people do, know me and knew me, growing up in Boynton Beach, man. Second Lane was my hood, and 10th Avenue, Cherry Hill, but my wife, man, my wife, man, it's so much I can say about her, bro. Like we'll be here for hours, but man, she really, we had some rough times, but she really been that backbone for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That support. When I thought she wasn't supporting me, she really was, but she was doing it in her own way.
Mm-hmm.
But when I settled myself down and really realized what she was doing, man, she held me down, man. She really held me down. She prayed for me. You know what I mean? She really changed my life, but God knew what I needed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not just saying that because that's my wife, but I'm saying it because, you know what I'm saying, she been a friend as well as, my spouse, as well as, you know what I'm saying, my number one. You know what I mean? She been there, She seen, me go through my ups and my downs and my struggles and the cries and the hurts and the disappointments. You know what I'm saying? And I almost lost all that, man.
Yeah.
But she still stayed right there, man. So that's my heart, bro.
That's what's up. Y'all have a TV show together.
Yeah, we have a live Facebook that we do, and we're gonna move it over to Instagram as well. We're gonna be doing both of them. It's a marriage ministry, that God has placed in us. We haven't really been on there in a while because we just been, getting that good feed from God about, just helping young marriages, man. Our whole focus is young marriages, man, because right now, man, marriage is like falling off, man. We turning around and hearing, even some of our friends, getting a divorce and, they hurt each other on Facebook and saying this and saying that. And we're like, man, what the enemy is he really on attack? Like, because we should know that it lies in us, and if you save, how can you just give up on your marriage? Do you really trust God? But I know I'm going to get a lot of feedback on that, he doing this or she doing this. But the thing is, okay, do you trust God?
Yeah.
And that's where we at. Yeah, we get about a lot of backlash about it. But
I think
we also try to help.
Too with being on your base, your foundation. You if you get in with an uneven foundation, it starts out bad.
That's true. That's true. One thing we do on our Facebook Live is that we be transparent. Mm-hmm. We be open. I talk about a lot of stuff that I did. Yeah. My wife she shares a little bit, but I know it's mainly on me because I did a lot of stuff. Even to my wife. And I'm ashamed what I did, but I'm not ashamed because God has seen me through it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And in my album, man, I talk about all that, and it was kind of hurtful, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of shameful, but, God wanted me to release it. Yeah. And so as I talk about it, I'm being healed, at the same time. And when she talked to me about it, we both heal each other, man, and that's the whole thing about marriage, man. Yeah. You there to heal each other, man.
That's true. It's partnership.
Yeah.
We gonna get into another video real quick, and we'll be right back, my man. LilShout.
Yes, sir.
that this storm will pass. I know I will be okay. Even though the pain makes me cry, trouble don't last always. Trouble don't last always. Some days this hurt makes me feel like I don't have a place to go. Feels hard to lean on you. Need your grace more and more. I wanna put my trust in you. Will you do what you've done before? Help me to walk by faith, by faith. Be my umbrella when it rains. Lord, now leave it all in your hands. I wanna forever praise your name and follow your footprints in the sand. Comfort me whenever there's hurt and pain. When I'm weak, Lord, help me stand until the storm passes over. I know that this storm will pass. I know I will be okay. Though the pain makes me cry, trouble don't last always. Trouble don't last always. I'm depending on your power to get me through. God, one more time. I'm standing on your words you promised me. Helps me know I'll be fine. I know I'll get up in the morning and I'll see your sunshine. Learning how to walk by faith, by faith. Be my umbrella when it rains. Lord, I know I'll leave it all in your hands. I wanna forever praise your name. Follow your footprints in the sand. Comfort me whenever there's hurt and pain. And when I'm weak, Lord, please help me stand until the storm passes over. I know that this storm will pass. I know I will be okay. Though the pain makes me cry, trouble don't last always. Trouble don't last always. One day the storm will pass away, pass away. One day the storm will pass away, pass away. I know that this storm will pass. I know I will be okay. Though the pain makes me cry, trouble don't last always. Trouble don't last always. One day the storm will pass away, pass away, pass away. One day the storm will pass away, pass away. One day the storm will pass away, pass away. One day the storm will pass away, pass away.
Back once again with Vantage Point, your host MC Sonrize Music and my man LilShout.
What's happening?
LilShout, this world right now is extremely crazy. There's so much stuff going on. How you feeling right now with the way the world is?
Man, it's hard for me to even say, bro. Like, it's so much happening, so much going on. People saying this, people saying that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't try to get caught up in the world too much. I try to stay in my word. And I don't try to be too deep where I don't see what's happening out here, man. You know what I mean? So I kind of stay out of that, that worldly stuff. I just try to stay in my world. My word, because the Bible already let us know how this world was gonna be anyway. You know, if you really read it, you know, even you know, going through, you know, all the prophets that's in the Bible speaking about it, talking about it, you know what I mean, and you really read your word, man, you'll understand, man. It's, you know, Jesus soon to come, man.
Yeah.
I know we hear, you know, we don't heard our grandmothers and everybody say it, but bro, you can see it's happening.
Yeah.
You know, the Bible is fulfilling itself, man. So
they say the end of times is now.
Yeah,
we
man.
living in the end of times.
Yeah,
it ain't just one day thing.
bro, it's happening, man.
Yeah.
It's happening, man.
Yeah.
You know, brothers fighting brothers, you know, sisters, you know, they fighting with each other and, you know, all that, man. It's like, you know, there's no more unity. There's no more, you know, love, you know. And even, you know, that's what's happening right now. You know, God done already placed that, you know, those kind of things upon me. And I kind of write about it and wrote about it in my new album that's coming up, man. So, bro, it's we're getting crazy, man. Yeah. Just got to keep praying, man. We got to keep praying and praying for our families and loved ones, man. And we move forward, bro. Yeah, it's gotten to a point now where you can clearly see the devil and so much stuff that's going on, man. You can see him, man. He's starting to poke his head up real heavy. Yeah. It's just real relevant. Yeah. So you think that has had an impact on Christian music? Yeah, from what's happening in the world right now, I think so. But that's just my own opinion. You know what I mean? I think that you know, we as Christian artists and you know, Christians, just Christians, period. You know, we got to stand up and take a stand, man, and really read our word and see what God is really saying. You know what I mean? Because some of this stuff, man, I'm just hearing it's crazy. You know, it's crazy, and it's like, you know, we falling back. Yeah. You know, as Christians, we ain't standing up. You know, right now where the church is at. Churches should be, you know, all this chaos going on, man. We should be, you know, standing up. But I know coronavirus and all. I get that, but you know, that's why God came up with this social media, man. You know, we got tools. He still gave us tools to work, you know, and still get the gospel out there. But, you know, we got to be careful, man, because you got false prophets out there. You know, people trying to make $1. Yeah. You know, and you got to be real careful, man. But stay in your word, man. Your word will really open up your eyes, man, and see who's real and who's not, you know. Yeah. So that's what's happening, man. So, last question I got is, give me something off your bucket list. Oh, man. Oh, see, man. I threw that monkey wrench in there. Yeah, man. I wasn't expecting that one. I was expecting a whole different question, man. Bro, I don't really have a bucket list. I never did, really. You know, I never did have a bucket list. What's one thing that you really want to do? I really want to be in the studio and vibe with different artists. Okay. Like, you know, most people, they look for the top artists, but I got one artist that I really, really would love to do music with, or even just be, you know, in the atmosphere of just watching him in the studio. You know, I watch a lot of documentaries on him, and his name is Trip Lee. Okay. That's always, like, you know, don't get me wrong, much respect to Lecrae and KB and all them boys, man, and Kadashi and all them, man. Hey, I got much respect for all of them, but Trip Lee, man, is he's one of the main artists that, you know, when I got into rap music, my little brother, the one that introduced me to rap music, I was still doing the worldly stuff. Yeah. But my little brother, man, Tavy, man, he came home one day with this CD, Gospel Gangsters, and I heard one of their songs, and I was like, man, because I never heard gospel rap. Yeah. You know, it was always, you know, the worldly stuff or whatever. And when I heard them guys, I was like, oh man, I like this, you know. And from there, I started digging into it, and I ran across Trip Lee. And I heard one of his songs, and I was like, wow, this man just blew me away. Even though I done heard, you know, Lecrae and all them other guys, but Trip Lee, maybe because how he take the scripture and just put it, you know, it's like he just poured into his music and he just rapping that thing. And I kind of pulled it the same way. Like if I'm gonna rap Christ, I'm gonna rap Christ.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna talk about cars, then I'm gonna talk about cars. If I'm gonna talk about money, I'm gonna talk. You get what I'm saying? But if I'm gonna talk about Jesus Christ, then why not go into His Word to find out about Him?
Yeah.
So I can talk about Him.
Yeah.
Then He'll give me what to say, and that's what I've been doing ever since, man.
That's what's up.
You know, ever since, even with this album, Reset, I wasn't even doing the album, man. And the Lord woke me up one morning, man. I got out my bed and my wife, she was like, you okay?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, babe, I'm okay. I'm crying, bro. I'm crying like a big old baby, man. And she was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I told her, I said, God wanted me to do an album. And I had stopped doing music. I stopped doing music for a while. And she was like, okay, well, you know what you got to do. And from that day, I told God, I don't even know where to start.
Yeah. And
He told me, He said, you just open your mouth and speak, and I'll do the rest. And I was like, I don't even know what to call this album. I don't even know where, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, where am I going to get tracks from? Where am I going to, do this and do that? And it's like, everything just started, started dropping in place, man. Like, right back to back, and it just fell right there, man. And I finished up the album, man, and my cousin he gave me my first track for the album, and it's called He Saved Me, and it just went from there, man. Every day I'm coming home, I'm writing a song.
That's what's up.
I'm just, and I'm recording them like this, and I'm like, man. And before I know it, I already recorded like 12 songs and didn't realize I did that many, But I put the whole album together. I got some great guys on the album, you know what I'm saying? And he just opened up the door, man. But that, talk about the album, man, that's a whole nother segment, man. For real, man. It's a blessing. It's a blessing, man. I didn't even know how I was gonna pay for it. God made a way for that. When I said I did this album with no money, no money.
That's what's up.
But He made a way. I was able to pay for. I was able to pay for the recording, the CDs, the album cover, photo shoot, all that. I mean, you already know what we need to pay to get it done. And all that fell right in place, man. But like of course I had my support. I had my wife. A lot of people, kind of laughed at me, picked at me like, it ain't gonna happen, this and that or whatever. But man, God made a way, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So as we end every show, the floor is yours. If you want to sound off, you want to send a shout out, got a message you want to put out there, it's up to you.
I just want to say, man, like, I'm LilShout. I'm from Florida. Boynton Beach, born and raised. My whole outlook on everything is be a blessing to someone. Always put yourself in a position where you can help someone. Not just think about yourself, but think about others. Whether it's a little kid, whether it's a mother that need help, whether it's a father that need help, or a brother or a sister. And it don't even have to be your family member. But just love the Lord. Just be a blessing to somebody. And that's my whole outlook. But make sure you go get that album. Make sure you go get that Reset album. It's there on all platforms.
Yes.
And if you can't find it there, just hit me up, inbox me. I'll make sure you get it.
If you can't find him, find me. I'll find him. I got you.
God
Make sure you
bless
get the
you,
album.
man.
This has been another episode of Vantage Point. I'm your host, MC Sonrize Music. My man, LilShout.
Yes, sir.
Trip Lee, holla at us.
Holla at me, man.
Peace.
Yes, sir.
It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. It is better to trust in the Lord
and to put confidence in princes. All nations compassed me about, but in the name of the Lord will I destroy them. I shall not die, but live and declare the works of the Lord. The Lord hath chastened me sore, but he hath not given me over unto death. Open to me the gates of righteousness. I will go into them, and I will praise the Lord. This gate of the Lord, into which the righteous shall enter. I will praise thee, for thou hast heard me, and art become my salvation.
It ain't over till God says it's over. 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 It ain't over. So many times he tried to stop me and keep me still. He tried to shut me up and keep me quiet, but God is real. I can't stand him, he can't stand me either. That's why I let him know my power, he should feel. See, my worship is my strength, so I take it there. I'm on my knees praying for unity, favor ain't fair. I'm not apologizing for what God has done for me. You wasn't there when he saved me and gave me peace. You wasn't there when this woman was molesting me. You wasn't there when I was selling drugs and trying to eat. You wasn't there when I was facing death and couldn't breathe. You wasn't there when I was homeless and couldn't sleep. Till God says it's over. It ain't over till God says it's over. It ain't over till God says it's over. It ain't over till God says it's over. You wasn't there the nights I cried and I needed help. You wasn't there when I was smoking and drinking to death. You wasn't there when I was facing death face to face. You wasn't there when they told me I had to vacate. You wasn't there when all the money was gone. You wasn't there when I called your phone. You wasn't there when my pain was too strong. You wasn't there when the hurt was long. You wasn't there when Christ spoke to me. You wasn't there when I got the victory. See, I know he'll never leave me. I know he'll never forsake me. I know Christ got my back. The devil can't take me. It ain't over till God says it's over. 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 It ain't over. It ain't over. It ain't over. It ain't over. Till God says it's over.